Students, welcome to our Vijay classes. Students, today we will discuss about two pairs of limbs. Okay, what are the name of the two pairs of limbs? Today we are going to discuss. Student, you can see here the image. First you see two pairs of limbs form a appendicular skeleton. Okay, a pair of forelimbs, that is called arms, and a pair of hind limbs, that is legs. So which one is forelimbs, that is called arms, or which one is hind limbs, that is in our legs. Okay, so in this picture you can see this students, this is the picture of a arm. So it is our forelimb. Okay, this is our forelimb, and this is our called hind limb, that is in our leg. Understood, student? That is our leg. So it is the forelimb, that is in arm, and that is our hind limb, that is in our leg. So the forelimb fit into the shoulder girdle. Okay, the forelimb is into the where it will fit shoulder girdle. On the each side we have two arms, two hands, so the two girdles are there. The forelimb is fit into the shoulder girdle. This is our called forelimb. Okay, the hind limbs are attached to the hip girdle on each side. How we have two hands and like this two legs? So like this, student, the forelimbs are attached with two girdle, and the hind limbs also attached to the hip girdle. You can see, student, here I can show you. See, this is the image. You can see this is the forelimbs. Two forelimbs are there, like this two hind limbs are there. Okay, the forelimbs are attached with here, that is called the shoulder girdle, and this is the hind limb also attached with the hip girdle. This is called hip girdle on each side. Understood, students? So now we will come to each arm is made of three long bones. Each arm is made of three long bones. So what are the bones name we will discuss? Humerus in upper arm, and the radius and the ulna in the forearm. Okay, so in forearm, or we can say forelimbs, there are three bones are there, student. First one is humerus, second one is radius, and third one is ulna. Understood, students? The upper end of the humerus fit into the shoulder girdle. You can see this picture, student, how the structure of our forelimb. This is our forelimb, your arm. We have, this is my hand, student. This is called our forelimbs. Total hand is called forelimbs. How your humerus is joined with the shoulder girdle. Okay, shoulder girdle, and second is called ulna, and third one is called radius, and this is called a wrist. Which part is called a wrist, and this part is called palm, and this part is called finger. This is the finger part, palm part, wrist part, and radius part. Then ulna, student, this is the ulna. The upper part is called humerus. This part is called, student, humerus. Understood, student? So fit into the shoulder girdle. The hand is attached to the forearm by the wrist bone. See, this is our hand attached with the forearm by the wrist bone. Wrist bone. The wrist, palm, finger, and have many small bones. The wrist and palm and finger. The wrist, palm, and finger have the many small bones are there. Yes or no? These are very small bones. You can see, student, these are called very small bones. So this is all about our forelimb. So forelimb is consists of three bones. It is very important, student. Humerus, radius, then ulna. Now we will come to same exactly our hind limbs. Our hind limb also, or that is called leg bones. It consists of the bones of the legs are arranged in similar manner. The femur, one is femur, upper part of the leg, and therefore it has support the weight of the body. It is the strongest and longest bone. So femur is the, you can see, this is the, student, our femur. Okay, that is called our thigh. Okay, femur bone is the longest and strongest bone of our skeletal system, and the upper end of the femur fit into the pelvis or hip girdle. Okay, which one is how our humerus fit with the shoulder girdle? Like this, femur is also fit with the pelvis or hip girdle. That is called pelvis. And the lower end part are the key joint. That you can see, this is the student key joint. Here knee joint. Okay, or it is called patella. Then we will come to fibula, then tibia, then this one is the ankle. So tibula and tibia, this part is called ankle, okay, foot part, and that is upper part is called tibia. Then upper the tibia, fibula is there, then this is the knee cap, that is called patella. Understood, students? So this is all about our forelimbs and hinge limbs. Okay, forelimbs it is called arm, and hinge limbs it is called leg. So forelimbs consists of three bones, that is called humerus, radius, ulna. Here femur, fibula and tibia. It is very important, students. Now we will come to our the joint. The skeleton is made of a number of bones. The bones joined together form a framework. We have discussed before. The point where two bones meet or join together is called joint. The point where two bones are meet is called joint. See, it is a bone, it is also bone. They are meeting here, so this part is called joint part. Understood? Now we will come to student how the different parts of the our skeletal system. Okay, here you can see it is our skeletal system of a human beings. Every human beings having this type of skeletal system. How the structure, now you can see on this image, exactly all the human beings having this type of structure. Means you, me, everybody human beings are having this type of structure inside your body. Okay, that is called our skeletal system. So first of all we will look at the different parts of the skeletal system. First, this one is called skull. It is fixed. Then pivot, this is the neck joint. This is called ball and socket joint. Ball and socket joint. Shoulder part, that is called hinge. Elbow, that is plain wrist, and this is the hinge or fingers. Okay, here limited spine, this is our spinal cord backbone. This is called saddle thumb. Okay, students, here ball and socket hips. This part is ball and socket, and it is hinge joint. This part is our knee part is called hinge joint, and this our ankle, plain ankle. Okay, students, so one by one we will discuss about this. All bones in the skull are fixed together and except the lower jaw. That lower jaw is not fixed, but here the upper part of the skull are all the bones are fixed, then never ever move. Okay, movable. So the pivot joint connected head to the spinal or spine enables the head to turn from side to side and up and down. See the pivot joint. This is the pivot joint connected to the head, so that we can turn our head left, right, up and down. So we can see sidewise, up and down. Now we will come to this ball and socket joint in the hip. That hip you can see, student. This is the ball and socket joint in the hip, and shoulder allows to movement in nearly all directions. This shoulder will help us in all directions. Saddle joint. This is the saddle joints in the thumbs permit to up and down. This is the called saddle joints, up and down. Okay. See how can I do my palm up and down. This is called the saddle joint. Up and down, side to side, side to side. Okay, so we are able to touch the other finger. So we are able to touch the other finger because of saddle joint. Hinge joint, you can see, student, hinge joint. This is the hinge joint. Hinge joint in the elbow and knee and fingers allow the bending and strengthening. Okay, hinge joint will also help the, we can run, we can walk. So because we can do different exercise because of our hinge joint of our different knee and ankles. Okay, now we will come to plain joint in the ankle and wrist. permit small gliding the movement. This is called our ankle, student. This is called plain joint. Here I can show you, this is our plain joint, student. You can see this is the plain joint. That part is called plain joint. Understood, student? So now we can see, student, here you can see how our knee is given. See, this is the inside part, cartilage or bone is there. Here ligaments are there. These are called ligaments. Through this, with the help of ligaments, you see, I can move my wrist like this, student. You can see wrist I can move because of in between the two joint, when the two bones are joined, meet a point, that is called joint. In this joint region, the ligaments are there. Because of this ligament, we can move our bones or hand, leg, shoulder, everything. Understood? This is called synovial fluid, and fluid also there is fluid also there, through which our different parts of our body it can movable. For example, student, how we are using grease in ball bearing, in different motorcycle and vehicles, in cycle also, through which your cycle is moved, the cycle rim can move very properly and frequently. Like this, our different parts or joint it can be bend or movable because of this ligament and joint. Okay, so the three bones of the hind limbs meet at the knee. See, you can see the three bones are hind limbs, means leg, it meet at knee. Okay, where they will meet? Knee. The lower and the femur meet, and the upper and the fibula and tibia meet. Okay, the three bones are meeting where? At the knee point they are met. Okay, at the knee point. It is very important. Here femur, here the lower part is fibula and tibia, they are meeting this part. Understood? That is part is called knee part. Now we will come to discuss about the cartilage. What is cartilage? Cartilage cover the end of the bones and provides a protective layer so the bones don't rub against each other. Okay, cartilage, it is one type of things which provide the protective layer so that two bones never ever rub each other. Okay, you think it is a bone, it is a bone. If heavily cartilage will give a protective shield through which it will separate the two bones. It will never ever gives allowed to joint two bones. See, this is a bone, this is a bone. Okay, if they will rub each other, they will get disturb each other, then it becomes destroyed or will never ever bend properly. So cartilage work is it will protect layer so that bone don't rub against each other. It will protect from each other. It will separate from each other through synovial fluid. Okay, then we will come to synovial fluid fills the space inside the joint. Okay, see, if the two bones are like this, student, see student, if the two bones such as like this, you think this is the two bones, they are joined here. Inside that joint, synovial fluid is there, synovial, synovial fluid. Okay, that synovial fluid what will give? Inside the joint is there, through which our two bones can movable very easily and properly. So now we will come to ligaments. Ligaments are strong band of fiber like tissue. Ligaments are strong band. These are called ligaments, student. You can see these are fiber like structure tissue that hold the bones close together at the joint. These ligaments, what they will do? See, these ligaments they will hold together. These are called ligaments, student. Fiber like structure. What? Fiber like structure. Understood? They will hold the two bones very closely. For that, it will, we can bend, we can walk very properly. Understood, students? So I hope you understood and clear about the two limbs, that is forelimb and hind limbs, and how our joint is work and function, what is the cartilage and the synovial fluid and the ligaments. So students, watch this video, grow through this. Next class we will discuss more about it. So till that, watch this video 2-3 times. So thank you students, take care.